God-level duplication system. Chapter 18. Go on stage. After Zhang Wenyang's words fell, everyone on the field was refreshed, looking forward to the center of the square with anticipation in their eyes. The most important event in Qingya City, the contest between the four major forces, is finally about to begin. In the center of the square, there is one and only one arena. That is to say, the big competition is going on one after another. Although it is a competition of the four major forces, in fact only the junior disciples of the four major forces who have reached the 8th level of body training are eligible to participate. For example, in the Lin family, there are only 6 people who are eligible. There are less than 30 people from the four major forces combined. It won't take long for each match to pass. After speaking, Zhang Wenyang sat back in his original position. A director of the city lord's mansion, a chi-gathering realm warrior, jumped onto the arena in the center of the square. Loudly said, "I'm Zhang Ping, the supervisor of the city lord's mansion. From now on, I will be in charge of the competition-related matters and preside over the competition. Let me talk about the rules of this contest first. The top 10 will be determined by the big competition, and they will get a place to go to Liu Yanzong. Secondly, the top 10 in the big competition also have generous rewards. For the top 10, a bottle of Yangshu pill will be rewarded. For the third place, 3 bottles of Yangshu pill and 1 blood ginseng will be rewarded. The second place will be rewarded with a 4th tier middle grade martial art." After the words fell, there was an uproar in the field. Everyone looked at Zhang Ping on the high platform and ring in shock. Yangshu pill is a 2nd-tier high-grade elixir that can nourish qi and blood ginseng is a 3rd-tier low-grade elixir that can strengthen qi and blood. Understandable as a reward. But what shocked everyone was that they actually took Tier 4 martial arts as a reward. Tier 4 martial arts are martial arts that can only be displayed by masters in the qi transformation realm. In the entire Qingya city, only the 4 major forces own it. Moreover, even among the 4 major forces, there are very few. It is the most important inheritance of martial arts, and only a few people, such as patriarchs, great elders, and young patriarchs are eligible to contact. It's too late to hide on weekdays. To actually take it out as a reward today, while shocking everyone, is also incomprehensible. What shocked everyone even more was that in the past, the award that was not even as good as the first place was actually only the 2nd place. It's hard for them to imagine what kind of reward will be for the first place. Immediately, everyone looked at Zhang Ping expectantly. Zhang Ping continued. "First place in the big competition, reward a qi condensation pill." The voice fell. In an instant, the field turned into silence. Immediately, it became completely noisy and extremely lively. "Did I hear you right? Actually rewarding qi condensation pill. The 4 major forces are so generous. No wonder the reward for the 2nd place will be Tier 4 martial arts, so it turns out that the first reward is qi condensation pill." Everyone on the field talked a lot, and their eyes were full of shock. Condensing qi pill, a 3rd-order middle-grade pill. But its value is much more precious than many Tier 4 treasures. As the name suggests, the qi condensation pill can help a martial artist in the enlightenment realm to condense the seeds of true energy and step into the qi-gathering realm. But the effect of Qi Ning pill is far more than that. First, the use of Qi condensation pill can break through the Qi gathering realm 100%. Secondly, the energy contained in the Qi condensation pill can also break through a few acupoints when it breaks through, strengthening several foundations. With such a high efficacy, the value of Qi Ning pill is extraordinary. Not even for sale in the entire Sapphire City. Only when you go to the nearest county town, Qingya County, can you buy it. Moreover, even in Qingya County, there are restricted commodities without a certain status. Even if you have money, you can't buy them. For Qingya City, Qi condensation pill is like a legendary treasure. Everyone also did not expect that not only did condensing Qi pill appear in Qingya City today, but it was also used as a reward for the first place in the competition. After a while, the field couldn't calm down. Everyone is looking forward to the next competition. With such a generous reward, all the disciples of the younger generation are also full of fighting spirit. Condensing qi pill? Interesting. Lin Xuan also showed interest in his eyes. After a few breaths, Zhang Ping in the ring pressed his hands empty, and the field gradually quieted down. Zhang Ping continued. The rewards are over. The next step is the official competition. I am the referee. The first round, points race. In 2-2 duels, the winner gets 1 point and the loser gets no points. Finally, the top 10 are ranked based on points. The duel list is also here with me. This list was jointly drafted by the top leaders of the 4 major forces to ensure fairness. When I read the name, I will compete in the ring. The first match, Lingu vs Wu Killian. After finishing speaking, he stepped aside. All eyes were also on the ring. On the east stand, in the areas of the Lin family and the Wu family, 2 disciples walked out. Leap onto the ring and fight. Both of them are at the 8th level of body refining realm, and the heat is not far behind. After dozens of moves, Wu Killian was exhausted and was knocked off the ring by Lin Gu, and the winner was decided. Second match, Zhang Qingchen vs Chen Li. Zhang Ping's voice continued. Immediately afterwards, the 2 disciples entered the ring and faced off. Time passed slowly. Tried one after another. Soon, 5 or 6 games passed. Next match, Lin Xuan will face off against Chen Feng. Zhang Ping continued. After the words fell, everyone on the field was refreshed, and their eyes focused on Lin Xuan in the east stand, looking forward to it even more. Lin Xuan is known as the number 1 genius in Qingya City, and the person who has been in the limelight recently. Now, you can really see its strength. Lin Xuan patted Lin Xian's little hand beside him, stood up with a light smile and walked towards the ring. It's time to earn power points. In the area of the Chen family, a young man stood up, his expression changed, and he called out his bad luck. He never thought that his first opponent would be Lin Xuan, the number 1 genius in Qingya City. There is no need for a taxi under the prestige. This time, he is likely to lose. However, he will not admit defeat directly. I haven't really seen Lin Xuan's strength yet, so how can I take the initiative to retreat? Moreover, being able to fight against Lin Xuan on this first day, it sounds better to say it. Immediately, he also walked out of the stands. After a while, the 2 came to the stands, facing each other from afar. After glancing at the 2 of them, Zhang Ping paid more attention to Lin Xuan and announced. The competition begins. Chen Feng looked dignified, cupped his hands and said, Lin Xuan, I know you are strong, but I'm not a vegetarian either. Chen Feng was about to express his feelings. Lin Xuan didn't intend to give him a chance. Needless to say, let's go. Rolling Stone Fist. The moment the voice sounded, Chen Feng was shocked. At some point, Lin Xuan had already appeared in front of him. He was unaware. Chen Feng was extremely shocked. But at this moment, he had no time to think about it. Lin Xuan's fist came down. The power of the fist is like a rolling stone, bursting layers of air. The power is astonishing. Chen Feng resisted subconsciously, and then felt a pain in his arm. After a while, he came back to his senses and realized that he was under the ring. Looking at his situation, Chen Feng couldn't help but look dumbfounded, a little unresponsive.